Hello guys, hello everybody, welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's Elma here and this is Space for Inspiration and Change. If you're new to this channel, you're welcome. If this is your first time seeing this beautiful face, you're welcome. Please, as you come into my channel for the first time, consider subscribing please. And if you're a returning subscriber, thank you for always coming back to support me. You guys are so amazing. You're the reason why I keep doing this. You're the reason why I am still here all the time, and I appreciate your support. So in today's video, I'm going to be talking about something really important. Okay, I want us to have a little talk. I want to compare like my study experiences in Cameroon and my study experiences so far in Korea. So if you're interested in that kind of content, just sit back, relax, and let's enjoy this video together. Okay, so it's been 2 years now, maybe 2 years and a half since my husband and I moved to South Korea. If you've watched my previous videos, you will know that I'm a Cameroonian who is based in South Korea. And guys, lest I forget, please, if you're new here, okay, you guys can see my amazing bone straight hair. I made it myself. I have a second channel, it's called Elma's Hair Care. So I've put up a tutorial on how I achieve this hair. Okay, it's on my second channel. I'm going to link it down in the description box and in the comment section. Okay, I'm going to pin the comment so you can see my second channel. It's called Elma's Hair Care. So if you want to know about how to do African hair or how to do hair, who knows, you can even start a business out of it, you head over to my channel Elma's Hair Care. Trust me, you're going to enjoy it, and the tutorials are so easy. Okay, thank you. So back to what I was saying. Like I am a Cameroonian who is based in South Korea, and we have been here 2.5 years now. So I want to talk today about the experiences I had in Cameroon in terms of studies and compare with experiences I'm having so far in South Korea. Okay, so back in Cameroon when I was doing my bachelor's degree, first thing I want to compare is in terms of studying environment. The classroom in Cameroon, like we had amphitheater 700, amphi 750, meaning it could carry 750 people, but in class we're about 1,500 because they used to combine accounting students, banking and finance students, management students into one class. So we're having like 3 different programs in the first year. So it's from the second year that you guys start separating. Everyone goes to their own department, but in the first year it's really tough because everybody has to study together. And trust me, it wasn't funny. When coming to class, if you come to class, let me say late, you have to enter into the amphi and you have to either sit on the floor. You have to sit on the floor or you miss the class because the space was not okay for all the number of students. So the study environment was not that convenient. It was very, very inconveniencing to study in that kind of atmosphere. Trust me, sometimes we have to fight to get into the amphitheater. Several people's back. One time I was struggling to get into the amphi and my back got cut. Just struggling to get in. The struggle is real. You have to fight your way into the amphi. But coming to South Korea, it's a total different thing. The class is even small to contain all the people. It's very comfortable. The highest number I've had in my class was 60. I think now we're down to 48 or how many. That's the highest we've had in class. There's enough space, it's comfortable, it's convenient. So that's one aspect in which I'm trying to compare my experience like in South Korea and in Cameroon. So in Cameroon it was kind of uncomfortable. If you know what it means fighting to get into an amphi, sometimes if I used to have a class at 7 a.m. in the morning, I used to wake up by 5 a.m. my friends and I. By 6 a.m. we go to class just to keep space in class while waiting for the class to start at 7 o'clock, just to ensure that you have a seat in class. It wasn't easy. They're coming to South Korea, it's a total different story. Come to class, it's comfortable, you sit in the class. Okay, then the second thing I want to talk about is in terms of the professors. In Cameroon, like where I studied my undergraduate degrees, the professors really don't care. Like whether you understand or you don't understand, they don't care. Whether you're present in class or you're not present in class, it's your business. So far as they come to class, they take their attendance. There were too many that taking attendance was even a challenge. So if they even manage to take the attendance, they just add extra points to the people who are in class. Whether you come to class or not, they don't care. It's none of their business. But in South Korea, it's kind of different because they take our attendance. Attendance is a huge part of your performance, Attendance carries 20% of their total grade. So if you miss a class in Korea, it's really, really bad for you. And at the end of it, they give the report to the immigration. If immigration sees that you've been missing classes, maybe they won't accept to give you work permit. Maybe you won't. It's a total different scenario, you guys. It's totally different. And then again, in the aspect of professors in Cameroon, I never got close to any professor. I never got close at any point to any professor. The professors can't even know you by name. Why? Because the class is so big. It's so big. Except you decide one-on-one to have a close relationship with your professor, then you could get to know them, or they could get to know you. Or if you have an issue that you go to see them to talk about, then you could get to know them. But 1,500 people, who you know, who you not know. It's challenging, really, really challenging. So in that aspect, it was hard for professors to get close to their students, to know who are the strong students, who are the weak ones, to know who I should focus on when I'm teaching. But here in Korea, it's kind of different, because the professors know like who I need to put an eye on so that the person can be able to work harder. They have those kind of things that it's really more convenient. And then another thing is, like in Cameroon, we had, in that big class, it was hard for the professors to use the microphone. A professor will come into class and tell you that I'm not going to use a mic, I am not going to use a microphone to talk to you guys today. And I'm like, wow. We are 1,500 in a class, for God's sake. You can't use a microphone to talk to us. How do you expect us to hear? So if you're at the back, you can't obviously hear anything. We're even managing to be in the class, and some people are actually sitting on the ground just for them to follow what the professor is saying. It was so hard. It was really, really a hard thing, okay? Next thing, in Cameroon, you guys, there's this thing called handouts. A professor can just have a personal book he or she has written or something, and then they just come and tell you like, you guys need to buy this book. If you buy this book, plus points. If you don't buy this book, you won't get points. But for us here, it's nothing like that. The professors here just tell you, buy this book. If you don't want to buy, you download the soft copy. It doesn't concern your attendance. It doesn't concern your performance in any way. And you see here that the professors try their best to interact with their students, to get to know their students one-on-one, so they get to know the challenges they face. They really try in that aspect. But in Cameroon, I didn't see that happening. The only thing they were best at was to threaten you. If you joke, you're going to remain in this university and make sure you don't graduate. You guys, it was not easy. Then another thing I would like to talk about is in that amphitheater, like where we were, so many of us, the professor comes into class and then they don't give us notes. You jot what you jot during classes. There's nothing like the extra. Some professors never give you notes. Some will say some will even say buy this handout. But some professors will be like, you take down what you can take during the lecture as I talk. They don't give you notes. But here in Korea, the professors give us notes. They give us the handouts. Some of them even go as far as making summaries, or giving us PPTs, summarized PPTs as well as textbooks, so we can follow. At least at the end of the day, you see that you learn something. And here they give you an opportunity to do practicals. It's not only learning in class, they take you to the places for you to go and see the reality. If not of COVID, even now we would have gone on several field trips just to see, practice what we are studying. It sticks more when you go for the practice than when you just stay at the same place, learning the same things, mastering the same theories, drawing the same things, all of those kind of things. So I feel like studies here it's really by far much easier. I find it much easier than when I was in Cameroon, because it's convenient to study. It's just a laziness to study, because the challenge here is this: we have to work at the same time and go to school. In Cameroon, it was only study, but still it was challenging. But here, immediately after class, we are running to work. Yeah, that's the main challenge here. But in terms of study, atmosphere is convenient. It's very, very convenient. Trust me, it's much more convenient compared to what I saw in Cameroon. It's only the work aspect that makes it a bit difficult, because managing work and school can be challenging. But besides that fact, we all have the facilities here to perform well or to do well in our exams, compared to when we used to fight to get into the amphitheater, waking up at 5 in the morning to just go and reserve space in class, it's a whole different thing or a whole new scenario. And so far, I'm grateful. I'm happy to be here, and I'm happy for the fact that I was able to be in this country. I'm happy for the fact that the country is favorable for studies. You know, the things even though I studied like really, really to a certain level, but here there are certain things that is now that it makes more sense to me that I can really get a glimpse of, have a mastery of, because of where I find myself. So this country, and like in terms of education, I really like commend their educational system. It's really good. Okay, it's really good. So if you find yourself in South Korea, if you're planning for somewhere to go and study, you can consider South Korea as your destination. It's really a good place. It's really nice in terms of studies. Like I said, the main challenge is work. Managing work and school is not a day's job, but thank God, because we find ourselves in a school where the school is considerate. You know, they draw our timetable in a way that you can work and go to school very comfortably. Other cities may not be like that, but our school is very convenient. You guys, it's convenient for us to study. So I think maybe I'll do a part 2 of this particular video, so you guys understand the challenges I faced in Cameroon, or the difficult, like studying in Cameroon versus studying in South Korea. I hope you have learned something from this video. I don't want this video to be too long. Maybe I'll do a next part of the video. I hope you have learned something. Please guys, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Give this video a thumbs up, like, share, subscribe, turn on your notification bells, share me out so that people can get to know about my videos. Okay, and please don't forget to subscribe to Elma's Hair Care. And besides, it's Thanksgiving Day in South Korea, so happy Thanksgiving, South Korea. We are on a short holiday. Okay, I hope you all are doing well at your various corners. Stay blessed. God bless you. Have a nice time. Bye.